The concert today completely unplanned because one of my friends had something come up and I ended up with their ticket. And there I am watching various sets when suddenly out walks Molly as part of the next group. I couldn't believe my eyes. I nearly spilled my drink all over the person in front of me. And I really hope she works hard and becomes big. I'll totally support her when she does. Yeah, great. But what about the concert? I'd like to hear more about that. Molly hasn't ever told me anything about being in a band. I can hardly remember her even showing an interest in such a thing. Really? That's odd. Are you sure it was Molly and not someone else that just happened to look like her? Molly is attending graduate school right now, so she should be busy studying every day. And on top of that, she said that she would be getting a part-time job, so she should be spending whatever free time she has there. I just can't imagine that she would also have time to be a singer in a band. No, I'm positive that was her. She introduced herself before the set, so there's no doubt about it. And you know that I've met her a number of times before. I'm pretty confident that I would be able to recognize her. So, I guess what you're telling me is true then. So, this is what she has been up to while she was supposed to be focusing on her studies. You've mentioned this a few times, but what studies? Did you say something about her attending graduate school? That certainly doesn't sound like what she said at the concert. She said that she was working as a barista during the day and she was encouraging people to come by for a cup of coffee. What? A barista? Yeah, that's what she said. During the day she works there and at night she's with the band apparently. It was kind of weird for her to tell the crowd all that, but I guess she just wanted to drive some traffic to her day job. This is frankly shocking to hear. I mean, what the heck? It's like night and day compared to the story she's been trying to sell to me. I might be a little slow in thinking this, but maybe I wasn't supposed to tell you all this. I just figured since you are her mother that you would already know all this. Although she is performing under her own name, so she's clearly not too concerned about this information getting back to you. She has always been careless like that. And I haven't gotten around to telling you this, but I actually have been divorced from Molly's father for quite some time now. About 4 years. Molly has been living with him since the divorce. Oh, really? Yeah. I have been trying to look after her as much as I can after the divorce, but with her father getting remarried, things have gotten a little complicated recently. So as of late, it's been solely monetary support that I've been able to help her with. It seems there's been a lot of things about that girl that I haven't been privy to. I hate to do this, but could you send any photos of her that you took at the concert to me? Yeah, no worries. I should have a few of her. I'll send them right over when I get a minute later. And while I'm at it, I might as well write down anything else I know and send that to you as well. Molly, do you have a minute? I'd like you to explain what this wedding invitation is all about. Oh, it's already been delivered. That was fast. Yeah, it's exactly what you're thinking it is. I finally decided to get married. Finally? Where is this even coming from? I didn't even know you had a boyfriend. Well, I've actually been dating this guy forever, you see. And one thing led to another, and he ended up proposing to me the other day. So we're going to be married on my upcoming birthday. Isn't that great? Yay! Just hold on a minute now, Molly. Don't tell me that you're planning to do all of that while you're still finishing up your degree. Huh? Is there something wrong with that? Well, I just don't know how you'd have the time to be worrying about getting married while you're so preoccupied with your studies. You still have your tuition to get settled, and you really shouldn't even consider having your future husband pay for it. Oh, yeah, about that. I'm taking a bit of a break from school for the meanwhile, so I can worry about getting everything worked out surrounding the marriage and figuring out what we're going to do after. What? A break from the program you just started? what's going to come of all that money I already lent you for this semester's tuition? I'm assuming I'm going to see at least some of that money coming back my way. Oh, that money is all tied up with the college at the moment. And you know how those things go, so please keep that in mind when we're talking about me paying it back. At any rate, I had something else I wanted to talk to you about. I take it that you are planning on coming to the wedding, right? I really hope you're thinking about having this just be a small family affair. I don't know where you think you'll be getting the money otherwise. His family is planning on covering the lion's share of the cost, so don't worry about that. In fact, my BF is working for this huge company and doing pretty well for himself. So I don't see any reason why we can't enjoy the fruits of his hard work and throw something that's going to be fairly memorable. Well, if it's fine with him, I guess. But the thought did occur to me. Having him and his family cover everything wouldn't be right, don't you think? And so that's where you come in, Mom. I really don't like where this is going. Don't say that! Since I am saving you a special spot in the wedding, if you could, in exchange, send me $5,000 as a gift, I would be so happy. $5,000! You'll be indebted to me for life at this rate! Mom, please, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing! And listen to this. I went to Dad and he was like, I can't have anything because he's got his new wife and their child, and I think I've told you about all that before. So I can only turn to you about this. This is getting out of hand, Molly. I already told you last time that I was not going to be giving you any more loans. But this is different. This is a gift for my wedding. It's totally different. You wouldn't be opposed to celebrating your only daughter's wedding, would you? Molly, I'm afraid my checking book doesn't particularly care what the occasion is. I certainly don't remember it ever asking me. And you're calling it a gift. But for a gift, don't you think that $5,000 is a bit much? Perhaps what you really want to ask is for me to pay for some portion of your wedding. I imagine you know the answer to that. No, I'm only asking for a gift. And it doesn't have to be literally $5,000, that was just a number I randomly threw out. I would be totally thrilled with $3,000. I'm sure that is well within what you can afford. I know you and Dad are divorced, but you'll always be my mother. So I can put you down for $3,000, right? Molly. So if you want to bring it, we can meet up at the wedding venue. I'll be waiting. Final offer. One celebratory gift for your daughter's wedding, going for no less than $3,000. I'm sure this is something all mothers are expected to do. I'm not your mother. Huh? I'm at my wit's end, Molly. I've been sympathetic to your situation up until now, so I've tried to help out here and there. But you seem to only think of me as your personal ATM to take from whenever you please. Molly, I'm just the one who raised you, but that's as far as our connection goes. I'm not your biological mother, and I am under no obligation to give you a huge sum of money to pay for your wedding. What? Just the one who raised me? So while I appreciate the invite, Molly, I won't be attending the wedding. So please don't contact me again with anything to do with money. Wait, Mom? What is this about you not being my mother? You are my mother, aren't you? Your father told me that he explained all of this to you when you turned 18. But based on your reaction, I guess that was a lie. What was he supposed to tell me? Fine, we can have this talk. You are your father's illegitimate child. The result of a fling he had with another woman while I was married to him. When you were born, we took you in and raised you as one of our own. Huh? Really? Dad and some other woman's child? Yes, I'm afraid that's right. We talked it over and decided that we wouldn't get divorced and that we would raise you. You didn't do anything wrong after all. But once a cheater, always a cheater. Your father immediately found another woman to cheat on me with. The long-coming divorce was what happened 4 years ago, but it had been in the works for ages. So that was the reason behind your divorce. While we're not biologically related, I did what I was supposed to and raised you as best as I could. And I gave you plenty of help, especially monetary help. But the final straw was learning how you've been lying to me, Molly. Lying? Your father is a damn liar, and lo and behold, his daughter has inherited the same behavior. So I really don't know what to believe anymore, Molly. I've just grown sick of all of this. Huh? Mom? What are you talking about? I haven't been lying to you. I'm amazed you can say that at this point. Even though the entire bit about going to graduate school was all one big lie. What? The truth is that you finished your undergraduate degree, and that was that. But you didn't bother with finding a job. You instead figured that you were going to spend your time trying to make it big as a singer in a band. Just hold on 1 minute. Where did you hear that from? My friend saw everything and she told me. She even saw your band playing live one day. So I had her check for me if it was also true that you were working at a coffee shop during the day. You did? So if that's what you've been up to, one has to wonder where that tuition money has been going. $10K was sent to your bank account all because I was worried about you. Where on earth did all of that money go? According to my friend, it isn't so easy to get noticed as an up-and-coming band. You apparently keep spending till you either make it big or run out of money. Whichever comes first. So I guess all of those gigs you're playing, you're operating at a loss. Well, she is right about that. It isn't easy and there are a lot of things that need to be paid for. But look, Mom. I could be spending that money in a lot of worse ways. But instead, I'm following my dreams. What's so wrong with that? Oh, really? So I guess that 10K disappeared into that dream of yours. Well, yeah. I'm sorry about that. I just couldn't bring myself to be upfront with you, so I ended up making up that lie about graduate school instead. The circumstances are irrelevant, Molly. The ends don't justify the means. So because of that, I shall not be attending the wedding, and I certainly won't be contributing any money towards it either. I'll contact you again when I've settled down a bit. We still have to talk about how you're going to repay me. What? Get this, Susan. All that talk about continuing her education was her just lying to me this whole time. You were right. She has been spending all the money and her time on that band of hers. So she was going behind her back all this time after all. I'm just so fed up with her behavior that I'm at a loss for words. Making up lies to get money out of me would be one thing. But when she came forward asking for money for the wedding, that was a bridge too far. I really did try to raise her right. Like I would have one of my own. But clearly something went wrong. Huh? Wait. Money for a wedding? What's that about? I got a wedding invitation in the mail today. She was wanting me to attend despite having separated from her father, and I was fine with that, of course. But then she wanted me to pay a ridiculous sum of money in exchange for attending. She sent you an invitation to her wedding? Oh, wait a second. It's one of those kinds of bands, Margaret. You know, girls that like girls. Their songs are mostly about hating men. Their whole concept is aggressively feminist and anti-marriage, so that would totally ruin the image they're going for. And despite that, she said that she was going to get married, did she? Yeah, apparently she's been with this partner of hers for quite some time now. You would have thought she would have introduced him to me. I really hope this isn't true. For such a small-time group, they really can't be lying to fans before they even get their break. They even made a point of advertising that all of the girls in the band were single and gay. Really? I didn't know anything about that. So, it's a lesbian girl band. Yeah, it is. And even if personally I never really cared one way or the other, a lot of fans do, and Molly getting married would really expose the whole thing as one big lie. Even for a small-time group like theirs, this could be a big story. You know people don't like feeling taken advantage of. I have to tell someone about this. I'll be back. Hey, was it you who did this? You did, didn't you? You told on me to my agency! That's going too far, Mom! What? You told my agency that I was getting married, didn't you? You must have known that that was against the rules. I haven't even told my fiancé that I was in that group. But you went and exposed everything. Do you have any idea what you've done to me? Molly, hold on. You're saying I did what? You know what you did. You found out which agency I was signed to and told them that I was getting married knowing that it was against my contract. They must have called me right after. Then the agency talked to my fiancé and now it's not even sure that we're going to go through with the marriage anymore. I've been in hell these past few days. I haven't even been able to eat anything. My anxiety has been so bad. Wow, is that really what happened? It wasn't even just marrying a man. They found out about some other things I kinda lied about. So now it looks like I'm going to get kicked out of the group. My BF thinks he can't trust me anymore. He's accused me of living this secret life apart from him. Yeah, that all sounds like quite the ordeal, but I wasn't involved in any of that. I think you're mistaken about who is the source of these troubles of yours. If you didn't do it, then who? My information is being leaked. Some of my private messages to fans are online for everyone to see. Nobody else could have known. Probably one of those fans of yours that caught on to you being a hypocrite. A particularly crazy one probably just happened to figure it out. But this is none of my business. I think you need to go settle down before you do anything. Susan, it was you, wasn't it? You were the person who told Molly's agency about her wedding, right? I can't imagine who else it could be. Sorry, I should have told you. As a fan, I just couldn't sit idly by being lied to like that. So yeah, I went to her agency about everything. I'm not particularly well versed in the music industry, but I think I'm safe in guessing that what she did was a big deal. Well, I went and asked some of my friends who are also in the know, and it seems like Molly has had it coming for some time. The rumors around her are pretty shocking. Apparently, she's been meeting her fans and asking them for support. They found multiple women that have been giving Molly cash supposedly for her career. She seems to be juggling lies and using people. So, she's basically an escort. Escort, con artist, liar. Not sure, but not good. The staff at the agency were pretty firm on private conduct being a violation of her contract. Apparently, that agency has had to take legal action against talent in the past for breaches of contract. A number of their talent have even been found liable for damages resulting from their actions. Wow! When I did more digging on the company, it looks like one of the employees at the agency might be your ex-husband, Margaret. There are photos people have secretly taken of him in the past that are circulating online, and they look a lot like him. No way! He's a part of this as well! If that's all true, then it just can't be allowed to go on. So I had to do what I did out of respect for the industry. I can't believe what's been going on without my knowing. And also to you, Susan. I'm sorry that my daughter had to intrude on a beloved hobby of yours. Oh, it's not your fault, Margaret. In fact, you were the one who gave me the tip about all of this, so I should be thanking you. My friends are grateful as well, and hopefully this will be the last of this whole mess. Help me, Mom! It looks like I'm going to be sued by my own fans! I need like $50,000 to cover all these legal fees it looks like I'm going to be running up. Do you think you could help me? $50,000? Are you insane? I'll pay back every penny. Just please, I really need it. You know that's not going to happen. In fact, I should be one of the ones suing you for money. Just think of all that money you got from me by lying. I want you to repay.
Hi, JJ. I finally got your number. It was really hard to, because you wouldn't tell me. But I used my power of love to find it.
What? JJ? There's only one person that ever called me by that name. Is this Yvonne?
Yeah. Now we can talk on here every single day. Don't worry. I'll make sure that your wife won't find out about us. It'll be sad to have to erase all your loving messages, but I'll do what I have to preserve our relationship. I love you so much, JJ.
No, wait. Why are you sending me messages out of nowhere like this?
Huh? How can you say such a thing, JJ? Are you mad I got your number without permission?
Obviously. It's been 10 years since we graduated from high school. Why are you talking to me all of a sudden?
Oh, don't be silly, darling. We just saw each other last night and loved each other until the sun came up.
What? I don't get what you're saying. That's just not possible.
Oh, my bad. Is your wife next to you?
She is, but...
I get it now. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll talk to you later.
What? What the heck was that?
JJ, thank you for today. You loved me through the whole night. You were incredible, as always. We can only see each other once a week, but the time spent away makes me want you even more. I'm so happy we're back together. I love you so much. I know you're still married, but that's okay. For now. I'll see you at the same hotel again next week. Oh, and I'll erase these messages right away. Your wife can't find out about us, right? Love you lots, JJ.
Hey, Chris, I need to ask you something. Oh, hi, Jaden. I haven't heard from you in a year. It's been a year already? Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, man. How you been? All right, I guess. Sorry, but can I just get to the question? Sure. Is everything all right? Well, recently I got some weird messages from your sister. What? My sister? You gave her your phone number? No, but she got it somehow. Oh, you know what? Could have been for me. Really? Well, just a few days ago, I went back to my parents' house for a relative's wedding. And I left my phone on the table when I went to the bathroom. When I came back, my sister was, messing around with it. I took it back right away, but she might have gotten your number then. Oh, so that's how she got it. Sorry, I should have been more careful. I'm guessing this means that she's causing you troubles as we speak. Well, kinda, yes. I don't want to have to tell you this is her brother, but she's been sending me some really creepy stuff. What kind of creepy stuff? I have screenshots. I'll send them to you. Let me know when you're done reading. Okay. Okay, Jaden. I've read all of it. Sorry I made you do this. Nah, it's alright. But, I want to ask, just to be totally clear. You're not going out with my sister, are you? No, I'm not going out with her. I mean, it's physically impossible considering the distance. Right, of course. Then who's this person she's seeing? Or is it all just happening in her head? Is her erratic behavior still the same as it was back then? Well, I'm not sure. I don't live with my family anymore, and I only see them about twice a year. I haven't heard anything from my parents that stands out in particular. I see. I'll try asking around about this, though. I can't let her cause you trouble again like she did 10 years ago. I appreciate your help. Thanks.
Hello, JJ.
Oh, it's you again.
I have a very important announcement to make.
What?
I just went to see my obgyn and I found out that I'm pregnant. And of course, it's your baby.
That's completely impossible.
How can you say that?
Yvonne, we've never been together, and we will never be. I love my wife, and I'm not interested in being with anybody else.
But, JJ, why are you saying that? We've been sleeping together every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday?
Don't you remember? You said your wife can't find out about us, so you wouldn't give me any form of contact. So we decided to meet every Wednesday at 6 p.m. in front of that hotel. And that's how we've been seeing each other for almost half a year.
No, there's no way that was me.
Why are you being so cold to me? Well, I've been holding my horses, regardless of your reasons of staying with your wife. But now that we're having a baby together, that's another story. I'm sure you said you still don't have a child with your wife yet. Then I have more rights to be with you than her.
Hey, stop with this nonsense. I would never do anything to hurt my wife. I'd never stoop so low as to betray the most important person just to be with someone like you.
How can you say that? You're leaving me the moment you found out that I'm pregnant? I'll never let you do that. I'm going to make you marry me, no matter what it takes, for us and for our baby. Hey, JJ, did you see my post?
What? I don't even know any of your socials.
Don't lie. We follow each other. If you haven't checked it out yet, go check it right now. I just announced to everyone that we're having a baby.
What?
I also posted the same thing to your wife's account. Now you can't run away from me, JJ. I feel sorry for your wife, but now you'll have to divorce her and marry me.
But we don't even live in the same country.
What?
I don't know how much I should really tell since you keep talking nonsense. But I left the country about a year ago for work. I've been living abroad with my wife.
Abroad?
Yeah, and I just asked my wife to check her account, but she didn't receive any messages from you.
What?
Listen, you've got the wrong person.
The wrong person?
I got Chris to check what's going on, and he found that the person you're with is my cousin, Jason, aka JJ.
Your cousin?
My dad and Jason's dad are brothers, and they look so alike. It's almost as if they're identical twins. So my cousin Jason and I also look very similar. Not so much as my dad and his dad do, but we have similar facial features.
What?
So you've been sleeping with my cousin Jason thinking it's me. And Jason has been with you without realizing that you're mistaking him for me. That's what your brother told me, at least.
What?
I told you stop calling me JJ in high school, but you didn't. Now it's turned against you. That's the reason why you didn't realize that you were with the wrong person the whole time.
No way. So the baby I'm carrying is not yours?
That's exactly right.
What should I do? But you're the one who I love, JJ. I'm only willing to give myself away to you, not some other guy. Forgive me, please. I didn't cheat on you. It was just a misunderstanding.
You're right about one thing. You can't call this cheating.
So you'll forgive me?
We never had a relationship together to begin with.
What? What are you saying?
It's not cheating because we were never together to begin with.
Hey, are you forgetting that I was your high school sweetheart?
We never dated, not even in high school. You sent my real girlfriend to the hospital.
Huh?
You remember Camilla, right?
Oh, the girl from another class who kept stalking you.
She wasn't a stalker. We were going out. She was my one and only girlfriend.
What?
But you kept telling people that we were seeing each other. And you started saying that Camilla was stalking me, and you bullied her whenever I wasn't around. Then one day you let it get out of hand. You injured her at graduation and sent her to the hospital.
But I did that for you. She just wouldn't stop being around you.
Like I said, she was my girlfriend. You never apologized or showed any remorse for it, and yet you kept whining to me. Do you have any idea the trouble you caused your parents?
What are you talking about?
Camilla's parents were going to report you to the police, but your parents paid them off. They had to sell the house.
Oh, so that's why we had to move to a different city all of a sudden.
They lost the house because of you.
What? No way.
You made everyone's life so difficult, and yet you're so oblivious.
No, I wasn't that oblivious.
That's even worse. Either way, now you know that I'm not the father of your baby.
That's not true.
You just announced to everyone that you're having a baby with Jason. And you even told his wife about it too. You should be prepared for whatever happens next.
No. Please, be my baby's daddy. I don't want to raise my baby with anyone else but you.
Hey, Jaden, I found my sister. Thanks for doing this for me. No problem. She's my sister. It's my duty as her brother to take care of this. Once again, she's made a huge mess. I'm glad I came to check up on her. What's going on there? Since she told Jason's wife about being pregnant, now Jason's wife and her family are over at my family's house. Really? Looks like I'll have to talk about you a bit in order to explain things to everyone. That's alright. It would only be weird if you kept it a secret. You can always ask me stuff if you need to. Sure, I will. Just one thing. Can you not mention that I'm married to Camilla? I don't want your sister going after her again. Of course, I'll be careful not to mention her. I'll try my best not to make things any more difficult for you than they already are. She's already caused you enough trouble, I know. I'll do my best to take care of all of this. Thanks, I'll leave it to you then. And I know this doesn't make your job any easier. Be careful how you handle this. She is pregnant after all. Yeah, I will. Thank you for caring about us.
JJ, I have something to tell you. I just gave birth to Jason's baby just a few days ago.
Yes, and?
He divorced his wife to be with me, but I don't want to be married to someone I don't really love. So I decided to raise my baby with you, JJ.
What?
Once things are settled, I'm planning to move to the country you're in, and I'm taking the baby with me, of course. I want you to get ready for us to move in and get married.
What the hell are you talking about? I told you I'm already married.
Huh? What? You mean Jason was married? You're single, aren't you?
I never said anything like that. I even have 3 children.
Huh?
And even if I was still single, there's no way I'd get married to a woman who ignores my feelings and does whatever she wants without thinking about how it affects others.
Are you kidding me? I gave birth to the baby because I thought you'd marry me.
Okay, that's enough. I'm blocking you.
Why?
Your family came to apologize to me a while back. They told me to block you then. Now is the time to do it.
No, wait, stop.
Goodbye.
JJ, no.
I let Chris know about what his sister did in the end, just in case she starts acting crazy again. It turned out that Yvonne kept saying that she doesn't want the baby anymore. Chris ended up taking care of it with his wife of 2 years. Actually, it was his wife's idea to take the child. Even though it isn't my child, I was still very relieved to hear it would grow up under the care of people as warm-hearted as Chris and his wife. It turned out Yvonne had been harassing Jason's wife, similar to how she had Camilla back in high school, and Jason's wife ended up taking her to court. She had to find a new job in order to pay off the legal fees, where she met a hot guy that she started stalking again. Soon her craziness was apparent to everyone at her new job, and she was fired and saddled with yet another lawsuit. Her family is thinking of making her go to a psychiatric hospital, but her road to recovery will surely be a long one.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button and subscribe for more videos.
Wow, I can't believe it. The stocks I invested in ages ago have grown this much? It's honestly insane. I just put that money in there with the mindset that it was like a long-term savings account. But now it's worth around 100 grand. And I didn't do anything special. Just let it sit there. Now I get why people go crazy over the stock market. When you see this kind of money coming in, it's enough to make anyone's head spin. Hey, babe. I'm home from work. What a day. I'm exhausted. What's for dinner tonight? Huh? What are you looking at? Are you working on something? Well, actually, honey, there's something I wanted to tell you. By the way, why haven't you bought me that PlayStation I've been asking for? I come home to relax, and I'd really like to kick back and do something fun for myself, you know? Why don't you just use your allowance for that? That's what it's there for. To buy things like that. It's not for drinking and blowing on whatever else you can think of. But I want us to play together. Think of the bonding time. It'd be fun to play some games together in the evenings. Sweetie, I'm not even into phone games, let alone something like that. I don't know how much fun I'd be. Of course, it's probably better not to mention anything about the stock gains to him. Knowing him, if he found out we suddenly had an extra 100,000 lying around, he'd probably blow it on something frivolous. I'd rather pretend it's not there for now and save it for when we really need a big chunk of cash. I'm starving, babe. Let's eat. What's on the menu tonight? Yeah, let's sit down and have dinner. I've always been interested in financial planning. So instead of just letting my money sit in a savings account, I took a different route. Once I'd saved a decent amount, I started putting it into reliable stocks. Just like with a savings plan, I've been steadily adding to it. Recently, I checked the balance, and after taking out the initial amount, I saw that it had grown to $100,000. Seeing such a large amount of money in one place was honestly a bit surreal. I thought about telling my husband, but then I decided against it. He has always had a tendency to be a bit careless with money. He spends his allowance as soon as he gets it, never saving a penny. He's also constantly talking about how much he hates his job and how he'd rather quit and start a business or something. Knowing him, he'd probably take the money and put it into some harebrained scheme or another. Or he'd want to invest in stocks himself, thinking he could make a fortune overnight. Understanding my husband's impulsive nature, I figured it was best to keep this stock account to myself for the time being. I mean, I don't think he'd be able to resist the temptation to spend it all on something extravagant or convince himself that he could double it with some risky venture. It's better to keep quiet and let it grow a bit more. I'll keep it as our little secret fund, something we can fall back on when we really need it down the line. Hello? Hi there, Rachel. It's Donna. Do you have a minute to chat, or did I catch you at a bad time? Oh, hey, Donna. No, not at all. I'm just on a little coffee break. It's been a hectic day, and I finally got a moment to unwind. What's up? Is everything okay? Well, that's perfect timing then. I figured it'd be good to check in. And actually, there is something I need to talk to you about. Listen, Rachel. Do you and Michael happen to have some savings set aside? I don't mean just a small amount. Maybe around $50,000. Of course, if you have a bit more, that would be even better. $50,000? I wasn't expecting that question. Is something wrong? I mean, is there an emergency? What's going on? Oh goodness, how do I even start this? It feels a bit odd having to ask you of all people about this. I mean, you're my daughter-in-law, and this isn't exactly the easiest conversation to have. But I suppose there's no other way around it. Donna, you can talk to me. I'm here to listen. I just need a bit more information to know what's going on. If you need help, it'd be easier to figure out what we can do if you explain. Do we really have to go into all the details right now? Can't you just tell me if you and Michael can help out? That's really what I need to know. I'm sorry, but I can't just agree to give you that kind of money without understanding the situation. That's quite a large amount, Donna. $50,000 doesn't just appear out of nowhere, you know? It's not exactly something we've got sitting around. What? You mean to tell me that the two of you, as a married couple, don't even have $50,000 saved up? How can that be? I would have thought you two would be better prepared financially. What kind of savings plan are you working with? Are you seriously questioning my ability to handle my finances just because I can't instantly lend you $50,000? That's unfair, Donna. Well, honestly, it's surprising. You're both working full-time, bringing in income. What's been going on that you can't even manage to save up a little? Surely you must have something set aside, right? Once again, I really need to understand why you're asking for the money. Without more context, I can't even consider lending such a large amount. All right. I suppose you're right. Here's the thing. My rental agreement with a large deposit is ending soon, and I'm going to have to move. Oh, I see. But I'm not quite sure how that ties into you needing money from us. Well, I thought I could use my deposit to find another place with a similar setup, but the market is just insane right now, and finding something is tougher than I expected. So I started thinking that if I'm going to be putting down a substantial amount anyway, it might make more sense to buy a place instead. But you know how it is with home buying. It takes way more up front, and I've already maxed out what I can borrow. If you and Michael could help, that might just be enough to get me over the line for a down payment. I get it now. But didn't you have a pretty hefty deposit on your current place? I thought that would at least give you a good starting point. Maybe you could look for something more within reach? Oh, so you're suggesting I settle for something less? Is that what you want? You want your mother-in-law to live in some subpar place just to save a little cash? What? Should I be content with a tiny studio or some rundown apartment? No, Donna, that's not what I'm saying. I just mean that if things are tight financially, maybe it'd be wise to find a place that fits within the current budget. We all have to make adjustments sometimes. Don't sugarcoat it. I know exactly what you're getting at. You just don't want to help out. If you don't have savings, couldn't you at least use your home as collateral? What's the harm? You both work, so it shouldn't be that hard to handle a small loan. Donna, that's not a small ask. You're asking us to risk our home. I can't believe you'd even suggest that. It's a huge request, and honestly, it doesn't feel fair. You know what? I was wrong to think you'd want to help family. Clearly, I overestimated. I'm done here. I'll find another way. Goodbye, Rachel. Donna? Donna! Did she hang up on me? So, you talked with my mom today, didn't you? Yeah, I did. But what's all this about, Michael? She's asking us to put our house up as collateral, calling me heartless for not handing over money. I mean, come on! Is that really how it went down? Mom told me she needed some help finding a new place. She said she already discussed everything with you. Yeah, she did. But let's get real here. Amy already lives separately, and your mom's house is plenty big for just her. With the amount she's asking for, she could easily find something more suitable within budget. Why is she suddenly asking for more money on top of what she already has? Look, Mom wouldn't be asking if she hadn't thought this through. Rachel, can't you see how cold-hearted you're being? She's my mom. It's not like just anybody is asking for a handout. What? Are you calling me cold-hearted now? I mean, yes, you're being cold. It's not like some stranger asked for help. We're talking about my mom. And here you are, unwilling to give her the support she needs. Why is it so hard for you to agree to help her out? Unwilling? You think I'm just unwilling to give? Do you even know how much she asked for? $50,000, Michael! And she even said if we had more, she'd take it! Do you think we're some sort of ATM? She just expects money to appear when she demands it? And she didn't stop there. She actually suggested we put our home on the line for it, for goodness sake. Okay, but it's not that big of a deal. We could give her the money, no? I mean, we own our house. Don't you think it bothers her that she's still renting while we have a place we own? She probably agonized over even asking, and you cut her off like that. Are you seriously telling me we should mortgage our home for this? Are you even hearing yourself right now? Why not? It's not like it would be that difficult. Our house is a good size, and since we both have incomes, it shouldn't be that hard to qualify for a loan. I really don't see what the issue is. Oh, wow. Do you even know who actually owns this house? It's under my dad's name. He gave it to us when we got married. If it were yours, maybe you'd have the right to make such a reckless decision. But it's not. So how can you be so bold as to suggest we put up a house that doesn't even belong to you? I didn't realize that. But, well, can't we at least ask your dad for help? I'm sure he'd understand if we explained the situation. Are you out of your mind? Don't you dare even think about dragging my dad into this. We're not giving a single penny. let alone using our home as collateral. I mean it. Wow. You're really something else, Rachel. You're so cold sometimes. Cold? There's no cold or warm about it, Michael. If you're so keen on helping, then why don't you take out your own loan and help your mom? And I swear, if I hear one more word about mortgaging this house... I was furious. Here he was, so eager to talk about taking out a mortgage on a house that wasn't even his. And for what? To satisfy someone else's whims? I couldn't believe how reckless and entitled they both sounded. For nearly a month after that, I barely spoke to him. Luckily, since I work from home, I was able to use my home office as a makeshift separate room. We practically lived in separate quarters, each tiptoeing around the other in cold silence. And even though he could tell I was furious, he never apologized or backed down from his position. As the days passed, I became more and more grateful that I hadn't mentioned anything about my stock gains. If I had, I'm sure that money would have been carted off to his mother in a heartbeat. This experience just solidified my decision to keep it to myself. In their hands, who knows what would have happened to it? No, it was safer this way. And I wasn't about to compromise my future because of their poor decisions.
Hey there, Rachel. It's been way too long since we last talked, don't you think? I can't believe how quickly time flies.
Amy? Wow, it really has been a while. You're not exactly easy to get a hold of, you know. Has it been 5 or 6 months now? You barely stay in touch with me anymore. So, what's up? This is pretty sudden.
Well, Rachel, no need to give me the third degree. Can a girl just call up her sister-in-law without getting the Spanish Inquisition? I thought you'd be happy to hear from me.
Oh, don't be dramatic. I'm just saying it like it is. You don't exactly reach out a lot.
Well, aren't you Miss Honesty today? But I suppose you're right. I can be a bit distant. Guess that's just the way I am. But no hard feelings, all right? I'm not calling to stir up trouble. I actually wanted to thank you for all the help.
Help? Wait, hold on a second. What are you talking about? I didn't even know you needed help. What did I do?
Rachel, seriously? You're going to act like you don't know what I'm talking about. I think that's a little unfair, don't you?
I genuinely have no idea what you're referring to. I really don't.
Come on, Rachel. I know you're just being modest. You know exactly what you did. But all right, if you're going to play coy, I won't spoil the mystery for you. Just know that I really appreciate it. You're a lifesaver.
Well, now I'm even more confused. Can you at least tell me what it is you're thanking me for?
I'm afraid I can't give you all the answers. Sometimes it's more fun to keep things a little mysterious, don't you think? Anyway, I owe you a meal. Something really fancy. So next time it's on me, all right? Thanks again!
She just hung up? What just happened? What does she mean I helped her? I don't remember doing anything for her lately. This is so bizarre. Hello? Oh, Donna! I didn't expect you. What brings you by without any warning? What? I need an invitation to visit my son's house now. I thought family could come and go as they pleased. Or has that changed? Of course not, but we do have our own schedule, you know. A little heads up would have been appreciated. Honey, it's fine. I invited Mom over. I just didn't get a chance to tell you. No need to make a big deal out of it. Well, it would have been nice to know. A little warning, Michael. That's all I'm asking. All right. Let's just help her get settled. Mom, Come on in. Oh, finally! Michael, would you mind grabbing these bags for me? They're heavier than they look. Donna, what's all this? You brought so much stuff. It looks like you're moving in or something. Well, of course, I brought my things. What else did you expect me to bring? You didn't think I'd come empty-handed, did you? And yes, these are my moving boxes. I thought that was pretty obvious. Wait a minute. Moving boxes? You're moving in? But I didn't hear anything about this. Why are you bringing all this here? Rachel, we'll talk about it later. For now, let's get Mom's things inside. I'll explain everything once we're settled. No, I think we need to talk about this now. This is a pretty big surprise, and I'd like some clarification. What's going on? Oh, don't tell me he didn't tell you! Michael, are you seriously letting her stand there in the dark? Why haven't you explained anything to her yet? Mom, I meant to tell her, really. I was just waiting for the right moment. Rachel, can we discuss this after we get her things inside? It'll make more sense then. No, I think now is a good time. I'm not going to help haul things inside until I know what's happening. This is a lot to take in without any warning. Please, Rachel, let's just get settled first. We can talk all you want afterward. Oh, for heaven's sake! Are you really going to make me stand outside like this? Rachel, can you be a bit more considerate? You're blocking the whole entrance with my things, and it's getting in everyone's way. Don't you care if we're all tripping over these boxes? Come on, let's get this moving already! What is even happening right now? Fine, but I expect a full explanation right after this. So, what's going on, Michael? Why did your mom just show up at our doorstep with all her bags? Why didn't anyone bother to tell me she was coming? Let alone bringing enough stuff to fill an entire moving van? Rachel, listen. I was planning to tell you. I really was. It's just... things got complicated, and I didn't know the right moment to bring it up.